There have been millions of possibilities with evos. I am not exaggerating. Hundreds of millions. Again, not exaggerating. I created a list of the top 50. If you're new to the channel, we have broken, rank 1, foot champs debatable in the Pine, Akanji, and I made a video about defenders and you said I was disrespectful. I did not put the proper etiquette or performance or appreciation around this Evo. We're gonna start him out with rank 1. He might make an early case for broken. I've seen her in motion, but I don't think she's crazy. Am I tripping? Am I bothered? Am I making an error in judgment? Also, if your favorite Evo is missing, use the comment section, please and thank you. Botcha, and we've seen multiple iterations. 86, she had an inform that didn't get into rotationals. The 90 sort of broke the game at the time from an SBC. We've seen the 91, and now we're up to a 92. And for all of that GP, and it's a lot of it, we have to bring her up to at least rank 1. Bastoni, I like him. I don't know if you love him. We're going to go for the weekend. Kareem the Dream, I would rather just buy the birthday edition or the purple drop, that release. I don't think I'd spend my time working on this Kareem the Dream. Debatable at best, might even make it into the Pine because I don't think your time is well spent, or your coins or your allocation is well spent on the Evo. I like Kareem Benzema. There's just better versions of Kareem the Dream. Bomb Pastor, love her. Are we gonna let our bias get in here? This could be a better way to unlock a Bomb Pastor version for cheaper than her market price for the hero. A lot of word association in that. Camavinga, smooth with it. I'm already gonna have an early movement just based on what I've been experiencing. Akanji's going up to broken. All of you that have been on that bandwagon, you've been supporting, you would say off rip, that's a must. Sol Campbell, I hate doing this. I always put this man in the Pine. I don't give him respect that he deserves or that he's earned just because I haven't had a good track record with him. I insert my bias too heavy, and this is the first version of Sol Campbell that is ruining my weekend league experience right now. So he's gone from the Pine, and I think he's joining Akanji. I'm not proud about this. We've never seen a turn of events this drastic previously. I'm always transparent with you. Sometimes in my ranking videos, I'll tell you I don't personally like the player. Not for me. That pain has shifted now. Chilwell, he's looking healthy, at least for the weekend. Ashley Cole, that was a big upgrade. Definitely recommend the Golasso Ashley Cole. He's making it into squads. Desai, I have him. Really enjoy him, would highly regard, would give 2 thumbs up. I'm still giving Sol Campbell the broken notch just because he feels more broken. I go up against people that are using Sol Campbell every weekend. They don't even move him. They don't defend with him, and he breaks up everything. He's automated. I'm not excited with these items, so I'm just going to start putting players in the Pine. Dybala is an odd choice because I would just tell you to go for the SBC. If you have the SBC, you don't need to go after some sort of upgrade. I don't know that I'd waste an Evo on him, but he is good. I enjoy using Dybala, so maybe he should be at least in the debate. Also just scored a beautiful goal for Roma. Shout out to Dybala. Essien, good money. Controls the midfield. Absolute maniac in the middies. Physical, pit bullish, angry, aggressive, never tired, never lacking. Came to play. João Felix. Been dangerous, been in motion, been included in squads, which tells me that people are into the grind. They're down with the cause. Gakpo, I'm not doing this for an 87. There's be very few low-rated players that are on my high Evo agenda. Even Gosens, I just buy into it. That's where I'm feeling. Guardiol, he's good to go. Does Guardiol move into rank 1? Probably. Probably has to be there. Hansen, absolute danger, threat. I just hate going up against her. Any version of Hansen, from Team of the Year to the Informs to the Trailblazers to an Evo, even her regular gold, she's official. Kai Havertz, who has a new Team of the Season, which of course I would recommend. The versatility, the triple play style, but even this 92. And as a fullback, if you've experienced that 87, you're now getting an upgraded version, and he's there. He's in there like swimwear. Teo Hernandez, at least for the weekend, and I suppose the evaluation is, did you pack his inform and an untradeable and then insert him in? But this could be a discount way of getting a better version of Hernandez while not having to pay an extreme upcharge, which I respect. João Pedro, if you made this happen, happy days for you, because he had the 89. You could cross him into a foot birthday, and he had the double 5-star. I'll give him foot champs, but maybe he even battles in for some sort of situation rank 1. I don't see it in motion, but I know it's possible. And that's what I talk about. The possibilities feel endless when it comes to evos. In fact, comment your top 3 evos that you've completed or that are in your squad, in the club. Tyranny, I believe you can get him into a 92 as well. There might be another evo edition or swap where he even gets 1 notch higher. Jurgen, I would just buy into the 92. That's how I feel. This Kubo with the 5-star would be the route. It's where I would be going. It's where I would be heading, the direction that I'm pushing. Rico, sort of nice. Lineker, I don't think I'd get him into rank 1, but this is a massive upgrade. The best version of Lineker that we've seen. The stats are statting. They're stuffing. Even though on paper it looks crispy, his passing and his dribbling could still be better, but they have improved. McAllister, he's not moving the room for me. Is it disrespectful to put him in the pine? Maybe. Malin, what an item. Got to be at least rank 1. I don't know that he's in the same state that he once was. He could even deserve a stance for being broken, especially when this came out. Dangerous. I like Marquez a lot. Would recommend. Okafor was okay. Again, there's some maybe overrated numbers there. Didn't have the original track record. Started at a 76 gold, was part of that Future Stars 82 selectors, and then you could evo from there. There's plenty of players that I actually could have brought up. Ona, I like this a lot because her team of the year is phenomenal, and this kind of gives you a route. Prinz 92. She is not at that level with the juice. However, her 94 is a different beast, a different animal, different gravy, different player. I just want that clear on the record. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Yes, the stats are, of course, better on that 94, but that 94 Prince is in that convo with the likes of that Didier Drogba. Maybe not quite as good, but that level of game shifting. Leao, just what he's accomplished this year, I think he has to be rank 1. A step over from Leao will have you on your heels. Birthday Rashford, I didn't see him in motion a ton. I don't think this is your best way to spend on the Evo. I'm not saying this is all around value. Rashford as a player in game is good to go. That's not something I'd take away from him. So maybe we have to put him into at least foot champs just based on the fact that Rashford is good. John Risa, this is sort of a crazy Evo because his 87 doesn't give you any business, at least not currently. But this 92 and the overall numbers, the versatility again, and I would still recommend him as a center back or even a center defensive midfielder. But I like the jump. I like the improvement. I feel like the value that I'm receiving if I wanted to use him. You take a player that's in the pine, and now he's up to rank 1. Rodrigo, I don't even know what to do here. I love using him this year. There's versions you could buy. There's so many different Evo combinations just with Rodrigo in general across the year, from the 85 to multiple informs. He has a Trailblazer, which I love, highly regarded as one of the best SBCs this year. I think he has the most minutes for our club. Based on GP, the principle and the solutions that he has created for us in our club, surely at least rank 1. Cristiano Ronaldo still doesn't have the pace on this item. His physical numbers aren't wild. You can get yourself a double 5-star. He will finish from anywhere. He's good with the aerial. There's that. Salah, the year, he's just too broken across the board. The general consensus, whatever you can afford with Salah, you should sort of buy into. His conversion rate is high, fits the game, fits the meta. Sorloth is fun, would recommend. I still think the debate is probably right. Even Valverde, I would just tell you to go shopping. You don't need to do this Evo. It's not a knock on his ability. I just think it would be wasted on Valverde, especially considering what's available. So maybe for that reason, we have to bring him to the pine. It's not that he deserves to be there. I would not tell you to allocate your time, your money, your priority with Valverde. We have limitations to this. Virgil van Dijk, I don't care what he has this year, if it's always broken. In theory, you would be taking an inform that hopefully you packed as an untradeable, upgrading that inform to get to the 91 and saving a ton of coins compared to buying into Virgil van Dijk's winter wildcard or team of the year item as it stands. Vidic. Oh, man. Real deal. I'm a big fan of Vidic this year. I think he slept on as an icon. This gave him a little bit of a resurgence. I cannot believe that I have Sol Campbell sitting up top, but that is where we've been at, and I'm staying strong to that. Vinny's ability is right. I wouldn't spend an Evo here. The other issue for this Evo is you need his inform, which isn't cheap, but for sure he's broken. So do I play the game of you upgrading an inform? Maybe I have to. He's too good in the game. He's too good out wide to not have broken, even though this Evo is kind of complex and could be relatively expensive, which does hurt the value. But in some ways, I've combined value, logic, and output. Timothy, as an American, I would love to have Weah in some sort of convo, but he's probably going in the pine. Xabi Alonso, congratulations with Bayer Leverkusen. We made a full video on the football records. It's actually gone relatively viral, especially for that channel, if you haven't checked it out. And I like this item. I have his objective, the 90 overall. Been pleasantly surprised. Been happy with the output. Probably a little bit better than just rank 1. Zambrata, for me, is still broken. I've always felt that Zambrata is an overachiever. He's fitting the game. You get multiple positions. I believe in his proof of concept, and it leads us into a review. I don't think I'm going to move too heavy on the pine. Valverde's probably too good to have him in the pine, just his ability in game, box to box goodness. So we'll put him in the debate. I don't think we're going to move any of the debate up. Is anyone going up here? Chilwell's got a lot of good numbers. Hernandez, Teo's got quite the experience this year. That João Pedro on a through ball, disgusting. Lineker, I know he's a 93, but at least he gets into foot champs. He hasn't been sitting in that position this year. Some of y'all will talk about Rashford. I don't know if there's a lot of movement there. I love Bomb Pastor. I'm a big fan. I think I'm too big of a fan to not have her into broken, especially if we're going to put Zambrata there. I prefer Bomb Pastor to Bacha. That's just where I'm at, and the same with Zambrata. These icons are difficult for me not to have some sort of re-up. That Desai has been a monster on my end. That Ashley Cole, serious improvements. Malin, as it stands, wouldn't be broken, but when that was released, what you got output-wise was incredible. Leao, I like the bump, the danger, and kind of the discount, assuming you packed what you needed to pack prior to the 90. I'm trying to scale if Rashford is just too good. Is Rashford too good for foot champs? I don't think so. I think we're good with that. As much as I love what John Reese stands for with Evos, I think I'm going to bring him down to foot champs. It's probably where he should be. I just love that he gets a bump and an upgrade that is deserved, is earned. It feels like he should have that on the cards. Even Daniel Malin, there's no denying that he was broken at one point, maybe even rank 1, but today, as it stands today, would he make it into your starting 11 as a guaranteed winger or striker? I don't think so. Still good enough for the weekend, but when I'm looking at rank 1 and broken, these are players that are must-haves. Their talent is not up for debate. Their impact, unparalleled. They just fit into everything, and that's sort of what looks right between rank 1 and broken. And your priority is in what you need when you look at some of those broken options and what you have available. We had a lot of internal conversations. I look forward to the comments. Again, when it comes to Evos, and a reason that we put out these videos every few months, there's so much room for interpretation, discussion, and permutation, which is not a word I use that often, but the amount of different scenarios when it comes to Evos is incredible. I'm telling you, it's hundreds of millions of possibilities, and I'm not exaggerating. As always, if you're brand spanking new, it is free to subscribe, and we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.